Hey, welcome back, my friends. Playing some more Dead Cells. I think, we're kind of getting to that point in Dead Cells where, like, we can start to not have to talk about what's going on the screen, which is great. You know, I think at this point we can start talking to one another as friends. And Les is a guy who's trying to teach you how to play the game, because at this point I've beaten the game in all the different ways I can think about how to beat the game. We've done it with strength, we've done it with skills, we've used bombs, we've used IV grenades, we've used ranged attacks, we've used it all at this point. And there's like totally way more than what we've used, but you know, I'm gonna overlook that. And we're going to now focus our attention on just talking to one another, right? I want to have, it's no secret that I look up to a one Mr. Northern Lion, as it was. And, you know, he plays The Binding of Isaac not because it's difficult for him anymore. He plays it because he can BS about stupid shit while having something that he enjoys playing in the background. Fire's in front of you, blah 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 blah. Okay. So yeah, he has something going on in the background while he's talking to you about dumb shit. And I want to get to there, you know? And Dead Cells, it speaks to me. It's my game. It's what I do. It's what I do. So, we're going to start doing that. We're going to start just talking about whatever the hell's on my mind. And right now, what's on my mind is, well, it's freaking summer now. It's official. We got the heat going on. And I don't know. I've always been a summer guy. Like, this is just the case with me. And people I know are all upset, and I get it. Summer's hot, and it can get uncomfortable. But it's just better than winter. I don't know, I always enjoyed summer more than winter. Like, this is my argument. Listen, hear me out. My argument is, when you compare summer to winter, there's all about how you get warm and how you get cool. And the ways to go about getting cool are more enjoyable than the ways there are to get warm. What are your ways to get warm? There's like, have hot chocolate. I'm not a fan of hot chocolate. I'm actually not really a fan of any hot drinks. And I know that's on me, but, you know, it's still the truth as far as my perspective is concerned. Then there's like getting under blankets. Yeah, okay. That's comfortable, and it makes going to bed at night a little bit easier because, you know, I even in the summer, I still want to have like a blanket on me, which normally in the summer gets substituted with a like a sheet, because again, it's too hot for a proper blanket, even with the AC going. Whoa. Even with the AC going, you still want to not like counteract you're not gonna blaze the AC just so you can sit underneath a really warm blanket. It seems like seems like the first world abuse, I guess. It's like, oh man, it's so hot outside, let me blaze the AC so it's like 20 degrees inside. Now it's so cold inside because of the AC, I'm gonna sit underneath a blanket. I mean, technically you can do that, but, you know, the reverse is true in the winter. You can blaze the heat so you're sweating on the inside. Your home, that is. But what I'm getting at is, so I don't do that, is what I was trying to apply there. So those are like your ways to get warm, right? You get warm by, oh, hell yeah, that's what we want. You get warm by going underneath a blanket, having hot chocolate, maybe taking a shower, if you like hot showers or baths. You know, that's cool. But what's the thing that's common in like all of those scenarios? They're like passive things to do. You're not really doing anything active. You're kind of just sitting there in a tub under your blanket or what have you with the chocolate or tea or coffee. You're just, I did not need to go over there, and I got it. You're just wasting your time. Not wasting your time is a harsh way of putting it, but you know, you're not being proactive in any way. They're very passive things to do. What do you do in the summer to get cool, though? You have ice cream. Oh my god. You get to wear, oh yeah, and then I almost forgot about the clothing. You know, in the winter you get to wear sweaters and long pants. In the summer you get to wear t-shirts and shorts. And if I've played enough Pokemon in my life, I know that shorts are comfy and easy to wear. So obviously that's a bonus. That's a thing in summer's favor. But you know, there's also going into a pool and being active within water. Like, that's way more fun than like sitting in a bathtub. And realistically, even in the summer, sitting in that bathtub is not that uncomfortable, if that's something you actively like to do. There's also the difference between being hot and being cold. Being hot is uncomfortable. I'll grant you that. But being cold is like painful. And I'd rather feel uncomfortable than be in pain. That's kind of just my 2 cents about it. We just threw that right off the ledge. Who needs it? We'll get our stealth on. Yeah, our stealth mojo. Have him teleport to us, but you know, ignore that. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Summer versus winter. Definitely a summer guy. Even though right now I was talking about in the previous episode how it's like sweltering in this small room that I moved my computer into essentially like an office area. This way I can more comfortably play video games without the misses getting too... I can play into the middle of the night without interrupting her sleeping patterns. It was just a benefit for everyone involved. Me, her, just everyone. We got deals 4 times damage. Covers the victim in oil. You know, if I had a fire grenade, I'd be all for that, but I mean, I'd actually rather sit on this than the bear trap. Get that out there. Whatever. I was missing HP. It wasn't a complete waste. But, I did not mean to do that. So. Yeah, oh, hell yeah. We want that heavy turret. What else is in summer's favor? I mentioned ice cream. I mentioned being able to go into a pool. Just hanging outside in general is more enjoyable. in the summer. Like, hanging out inside is kind of the same both year-round. Oh, and don't forget, like, the fact that it's actually light outside and not depressing all day during the summer. People experience way higher levels of depression during the winter just because it's simply dark outside all the time. That they don't experience in the summer for that reason. Though, I think I've heard somewhere that homicide rates, suicide rates, here's your fun fact of the day, I'm sure you're excited to hear about. Suicide rates are higher in the winter, but homicide rates are higher in the summer. Because there's a correlating statistic that says, as the sales of ice cream goes up, so do homicides. And it all has to do with the fact that the actual common thing is the temperature outside is much warmer. But both lead to the other one's statistic. Oh, hey. We got some food. We need a second skill, guys. I know we can go back for that bear trap, and it's looking pretty tempting at this point, but having to rely on just this ivy grenade is starting to wear thin, to say the least. Ooh, a bunch of money. Whole bunch of money. I'm kind of liking the ivy grenade. It's not my favorite. I don't know if it'll beat out the other grenades. Although I'm fairly confident I like it more than the oil grenade, which I think is the worst grenade. I still think that the best grenade is the fire grenade, followed fairly quickly, or ooh, I see that. The regular grenade and the cluster bombs are also both really good. I don't know if I have the cluster bomb unlocked. I want to get the cluster bomb unlocked if I don't. If I don't have it unlocked, I'm gonna have to see how I go about unlocking it. Because that's a good skill if we can get it. If we don't have it, is what I really mean to say. Avoid those jabronis. Oh, we want to get rid of you. So, another fun thing I found out the other day, or watching someone else play, or it might have actually been rewatching my own play, but skills that shoot a volley of arrows, get this, skills that shoot a volley of arrows actually count towards regenerating your HP. How about them? We're missing an arrow. Who has taken our arrow? We do not have complete quick bow arrows. One of our quick bow arrows is inside something. But what? That is the question. Will it blend? That is, in fact, the question. There we go. Yeah, so, yeah, I think I've made my peace. You can tell me in the comments if you're a summer or winter dude, or dude-ette, as it were. If you're a summer or winter person, let me know. But, or maybe you're like, yeah, well, I don't like either extreme. I like spring and fall. I like the pretty colors that both of those seasons provide. You know, and you wouldn't be wrong. Okay, we're rocking a skills build, and so +1 skills is going to win out the day. Every time. We're rocking a skills build with our ivy grenade and nothing else. Please give me literally any grenade. Alright, you know what? I will accept this. You know, shots pierce all enemies, and what was that? Increase your damage by 10% when you are close. Dude, this turret would be fantastic for either a well-rounded or a straight-up strength build. That's kind of why I thought the turrets were pretty good, including the heavy turret that we just got. The heavy turret is great for a strength build because it's similar to our current horizontal turret, only instead of it being a green skill, which isn't always there, the heavy turret always provides you with a 15 strength bonus when you're close to it, to specifically your attacks, not just the skills attacks. In fact, I think it's specifically not the skills attacks. The same is true with this turret. I think it specifically makes it so its damage is not increased by 10%, just ours, with our sword and our throwing knives. It's kind of good that we got the turret as well. Not the turret, excuse me. I meant the sword, the balance blade, because neither of these items regenerate our ammo off an enemy. And so if we were still rocking a double range build with no way of retrieving our ammo, well, we fought the first boss once dealing with that nightmare, and I'd rather not deal with that again if we can at all avoid it. We got another thing down here. I don't see any runes that we can utilize. I'm just going up to the wall, making sure no runes shake out their little heads. We have a time door there, but yeah, there's still some path down this way. Still some stuff down this direction. It also looks like there was a room that we could go into. So we may want to look into that. Yeah, it has a broadsword in it. So yeah, we're gonna want to look into that. There we go. I don't know if there's that much left in this area. But yeah, and you know, about the whole hot drinks, I don't like coffee, I don't like tea, and I've never been that big a fan of hot chocolate. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I'm just not the biggest fan of drinks that happen to be hot. And it's when it comes to tea and coffee, they share an issue of having like a weird aftertaste. I'm not sure why I dislike I guess I'm not sure why I dislike the hot chocolate as much as I do, but I just don't like it. I guess we can like swap it up depending on what's in our face. So need some quick slashes. We got quick slashes. We can pummel something. We got that in spades too, but yeah, whatever. Whatever. They're just here for stats. That's what they exist for. Or we can go invisible, initiate with the broadsword, and then continue with I love how the turret or bomb just gets eaten by the platform. Watch. Oh no, it didn't eat it that time. Whatever, it totally happened and it's on camera. You'll watch it. Hit the old back button like twice. Go back 10 seconds. You'll see that platform eat my turret, and it's dumb. But yeah, I think that's just about it for this place. Yeah, there's the ramparts. We don't want to go to the ramparts. We want... Well, where is our actual exit, though? Oh, it must be at the end of this hallway. Yeah, there we go. There's the prison depths. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, so let me know. Do you like coffee? I don't like coffee. I went on this diet the other about a year ago, at the beginning of 2016. I went on this diet that required that I daily drank tea, and that diet was not that hard, except for the mandation that I drank tea every day. That was the hardest part for me. You know, I know this broadsword gives +1 strength, but I'm so not feeling it. Not because it's a bad weapon, but because I don't really need the strength. And, I want a ranged weapon. That's basically the entire story. I just told it to you. Ouch. Just jump right into spikes. Boom, boom. I mean, I guess that there is that. You know, there is that. I want to get invisible before I deal with that spider tank. Get out of here. That felt great, actually. Actually, that felt pretty darn good. Get out of here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Got away from him. I know there's a spider tank up here. We're gonna kill him. Oh, and there's a fire bomb. Yes, and thank you. Woo. Alright, so what does this firebomb do? Fires a volley of arrows. Drops them. Yo, our current Ivy grenade does 100% damage to a burning target. So, I think the writing is on the wall that that's what we're going to go with. So, get ready for the burning bush strategy here. It's definitely going to be the name of this episode. We're Moses, and we're throwing out the burning bush. Or I guess Moses was talked to by God, and God came to him as the burning bush. So we're gonna get skills. I know we're not super heavy on the old HP front, but you know, my lack of care is strong. So, the good thing about these Ivy grenades is, as you'd imagine, they care not at all about the fact that these enemies are in water. You know what? I know the strength would make it so our melee attacks aren't worthless, because right now they're probably, I would say probably pretty worthless, but I just don't like not having a ranged attack of any kind. Oh, excuse me. A little burple. Alright. Also, without an ice attack, I don't really like the broadsword. Granted, with an ice attack, I think the broadsword is fantastic, and that's why I unlocked it. The broadsword can even get the ability of plus like 175% damage to a frozen target, which makes it like crazy strong in that scenario. But that scenario is not what we have. We got a secret area here. Challenge area opened. We can definitely do this. Can we do this? We should do this. Yo, I didn't even see that guy winding up his attack. I just was like confidently ducking. There we go. So we can do that. Yet again, we have these things in the water, which is obnoxious, but our ivy grenade will contribute to their demise. There we go. And now, I will grant you, though, winter has all of the good holidays, you know? Like, if you're just, like, a holiday man or woman, if you're all about, like, that Christmas or Hanukkah or what have you, like, if you're all about those holidays, you can't go wrong. I was trying to, just, like, squeeze myself back. I feel like that specific trap is kind of obnoxious. We're gonna deal with you before we try to deal with anything else. I might not even worry about that spider tank because it's so, well, mostly because it's in water. Let's just call it out. It's in water and that's obnoxious for me. But nah, we'll attack it. And yeah, look at that. We were able to handle it just fine. The ivy grenade was good enough on top of being hidden. Enemies burn when they die. Shots pierce the first target. Nah. I mean, it's probably better than our firebrand. But firebrand doesn't have ammo, which I kind of value. Alright, so this is scary. Yo, him like going through his little wong pushed me out of that attack. Yeah, that I regret that immensely. You know, I don't even really have speed runs to do, and that episode was actually getting kind of long. You know what? I think we're gonna call it. Sorry guys for a short episode today. Got creamed by a freaking spider tank elite. I don't know. He just hit us really hard. But you know, I mean, to be fair, what am I gonna walk away from this? I'm gonna walk away from this realizing you gotta take like HP sometimes. You know, like that's really the lesson we're learning from that. I took 0 HP upgrades, and as you may have noticed, maybe you didn't notice, but maybe you noticed, it kind of bit me in the ass. So, maybe you take a HP once in a while. Alright. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.